Hello, welcome, it's Gary, the Bearded Woodworker. Thank you for joining me today. On this episode, I'm gonna take this piece of myrtle wood. This is something that apparently is around here on the coast of Oregon. It's the only myrtle wood stores I've ever seen. I bought this piece for 10 bucks. I'm gonna turn it into a beard comb. Hopefully. It has a slight bow in it, but I think there's enough straight here. I have a nice 90-degree straight edge right here. And I'm gonna make this comb, say 5 inches long and 3 inches deep. You see, I'm going to make multiple ones. I'm going to actually use one. I'm going to do all the comb cuts in it, and then I'm going to see if I can't rip it right down the middle. Now here's, I think, an important step of the process. The grain is running this way. This is the way the teeth are going to run. I think that's going to be stronger that way. If the teeth were running this way with the grain, because they'll be so thin, it's likely that they'll just snap right along the grain line there. So, grain running the same direction as your teeth. I think I'm going to do 1.5 inches on the thicker teeth, and we'll do 1 inch on the smaller teeth. So, coarse and fine is what I'm going for. I'm going to go back to the crosscut sled. And if you don't have one of those, I do have a video, link in the description. If you'd like to learn how I made mine, possibly you can make one too. All right, I have my little scrap piece here with my little stop block, I guess you could call it. I'm gonna make my first cut and then I'll set this up. And I am going to set the saw blade, I probably should do that, to the 1.5 inches. So I tried using my bandsaw to do the thinner, finer teeth, and it didn't work. I got too much sway in the blade. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the table saw again. I'll just make them a little closer. So I've set my blade height to the inch that I'm gonna use, and I will do the same thing as I did for the coarser teeth. And I gotta move you out of the way. Yeah. Stand over there, please. Okay, cool, thanks. because my bandsaw was not cooperating, I'm going to attempt to cut this in half using the table saw. I think I can work with that. All right, I'm actually quite happy with that. I guess I should mention what I did. I think was probably pretty dangerous, but I feel really comfortable with my circular saw and the setup that I had. Sure, there could have been some kickback and I probably could have got hurt, but I didn't. So those of you that are watching and feel like the safety police want to comment, please give me some slack. But anyways, so now I'm going to sand down and kind of put a bevel on it, and then the long task of individualized sanding of each one of these teeth. So I'm going to bring out my little belt sander, disc sander, and see if I can't make these look a little better. I have some belt sander sandpaper. I'm going to take, make a few strips of it this way. It's 120. We'll see if that's going to be enough for me. I'll cut it right down the middle. And then I guess find some good music. Maybe have a seat. And just sand. We use mineral oil for cutting boards, so I'm going to use mineral oil for this. But I'm going to add a little. This is cedar little aromatherapy. And I'm not sure, you don't really need much, I guess, but I'm gonna do a few drops. I can't even smell it. Whoops. We'll let that soak in there for a little bit while I work on sanding these guys. All right, I got the second one sanded. It's a good time to take this first one out here. Stick the second one in. Well, with that, I think I'm going to call this done. I've got a couple more that I need to finish sanding and then soak in the mineral spirits, or mineral oil, I should say. But I'm kind of happy how it turned out. I think it would be better if this was a little finer. It would make more sense. It's the same width as the thicker ones. But the teeth are a little smaller, and that's about the only difference there is there. Ideally, I'd like for the space to be smaller too. Maybe I'll need to dial in my bandsaw, or maybe I'll try some kind of different method later. But anyways, really happy with how it turned out. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down in the comments below. I get all the comments and questions, and I answer as much as I can. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Gary, the Bearded Woodworker. Again, thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. See you later. Check out the video over here. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.